Is it on? Hey guys, hey fam, framily, friend family, fam jam, whatever we want to call it. Hello. Hey fam, it's Lise. So today I thought would just be a good day to like show you guys what I have in my kitchen. Like the things that I use on a daily basis, like cookware, things I use to make coffee, matcha, like just basic things I make every single day. Yeah, so I have a pretty small apartment. So I have like a small kitchen with not a lot of pantry space. So I'll just show you like little hacks that I've done to save space and just like appliances and cookware that I use the most and I find most valuable and like essential in my book. Not saying that you guys have to have all these things. This is just like what I use for my everyday life. And yeah, let's get started. So usually I start off my mornings with matcha or kaffa. So usually I start off my mornings with matcha or coffee, and for that I need my frother and a coffee maker. I am obsessed with this Nespresso frother. I use it every single day to froth my milk and it comes out so good every time. I've tried other frothers from Amazon, but I'm not gonna lie, I think the Nespresso one is worth the upcharge because the frothing is just next level good. So I just pour milk up to the fill line and then I hit froth. It has like a hot setting or a cold setting and it just comes out so good and creamy and thick, and there's like foam at the top, and I just love this thing. I also use it to make my matcha, so I don't have a bowl and a whisk like the traditional matcha is supposed to be made. I'm kind of a rebel and I just use my frother. I'll just put my teaspoon of matcha powder into the frother and then I'll add some water and then froth it on hot, and it'll like warm it up and break down the matcha powder so there's zero clumps ever. So another coffee essential for me is my MOKA maker. So I used to have an espresso machine and I ended up selling it because I just wasn't using it because it came out better on my stovetop. I'll have to do a tutorial on how I make my stovetop espresso. I make it with Cuban coffee and then I do the traditional Cuban sugar, spoon, and drip of coffee technique till it gets really foamy, and then I add the rest of the espresso and it just comes out so good. All right, the next thing is my Mr. Coffee machine. I use this almost every morning for iced coffee. It does a really good job at making iced coffee really quickly. You just put coffee in the little basket, you add water, and then it comes with its own tumbler, and I fill the tumbler up with ice, and then I put it under the coffee machine, and I'll just turn it on, and then I'll go get ready and do my makeup in the morning before work, and then when I come out, it's all ready, and then all I have to do is add creamer, and it comes out so good every time. So one of my previous videos, if you look at it, is a CARAWAY pan set review. And I really love these pans except for one that had a problem. So other than that, like I still use the pans and I still do really like them. I use those almost every single day, especially the big one that's almost like as big as like a Dutch oven. I use that for soups, and especially now in fall, I'm gonna be making a lot of soups and lentils. So I also use the really big pan from the CARAWAY set just to make bigger amounts of food. So if I'm gonna make like a ton of mushrooms and pasta and like a big one pan cooking meal, I usually use that pan. And so the little one I use all the time, like to make sauces or to just boil pasta. So the good thing about CARAWAY is that they're made out of non-toxic material, so it won't release any toxins when you're cooking. And if the pan gets left on the stove, it won't release any chemicals that are harmful to inhale. So a few weeks ago, I got gifted this pan from a company who saw my previous CARAWAY video, and they were like, try our pans. You're not gonna have that problem with the non-stick. I kid you not, I am obsessed with this pan. I'm so happy they sent it. I'm not even lying, like I haven't gone one day without using it since receiving it. It's so lightweight and it's so non-stick. Like it's crazy. So whenever I cook tofu, it literally just like slides off. You could do pancakes, you could do eggs. I've never seen such a non-stick pan in my life. Like it works like a charm. Like you don't need any oil and it just won't stick. It's amazing. So this is the pan. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's like the perfect size. I love the color. I love that it's white on the outside and it has this big block, and you can like set it on the counter like that. It's an octagon. I'm just obsessed with it. I love how it has like this wood color I use this for everything and I'm obsessed with it. And I like how deep it is. So you could kind of use it like a pot. It's just like a deep frying pan and I'm in love. Next, I use my tea kettle almost every single day. I just fill up my tea kettle, turn it on. It's electric, so you just hit a little button. And then when it's done, I pour it onto the stove and I already have boiling water and it's amazing. And I also use it to make tea if I want to make matcha or yeah, just like warm lemon water. I'm obsessed with this thing and I can't imagine my life without it now. Next, I love my VITAMIX blender. Before, I used to have a Ninja and I still think the Ninja is almost just as good. So if you can't get a VITAMIX, get a Ninja. They're both amazing. I just love it because it's not only for smoothies, but if you want to make like thick smoothie bowls, this blender is really good because it has the stick that you can use to move the food around inside the blender. So if it gets stuck, you don't have to open it up and move things and then close it. You just mash it while you blend. Yeah, I really love the VITAMIX and it's great for making sauces. Like I've made cashew cheese sauce in it with like walnuts and seeds, and it just blends everything up really nicely. All right, something else that I use almost every day is my toaster oven. I'm obsessed with it. It's the perfect size. I toast bread in it. I'll cook potatoes in it on the broil setting. I've tried both the conventional oven and an air fryer, and I feel like I like the toaster oven more every single time because you can toast, and then I don't know, the potatoes just come out so much better, and that's what I mainly use it for. And I'm just obsessed with this thing. I cannot picture my apartment without it. I used to have one in my house growing up and we just use it for everything. So I'm just a toaster oven girl. You can't take it away from me. The last like appliance is my Breville all-in-one. So it has a food processor, it has like different blades and plates that you can use to like shred carrots, cabbage, whatever you want. It'll slice mushrooms for you beautifully, and it's such a time saver. And it comes with like a few attachments, so it's not like a big bulky base. It has an attachment at the top that you plug in, and then you can use that as a food processor. But then you can take the attachment off and you can put a whisk at the bottom or a potato masher or a immersion blender. So it's all in the same, it's all in one, hence the name. Also, just some things I do to keep my pantry organized is I have all my spices here on this cabinet. And it's really easy to access and it saves a lot of space. And then I love these rotating plates. I think I just got them on Amazon. They save so much space and it makes it so easy to access all your goodies. Love these things. And then of course, jars. I have so many jars here, some that I've labeled, some are just like old peanut butter jars, nothing fancy. I don't think it's super Instagrammable beautiful, but it works for me. And yeah. Also, as I mentioned, I don't have a lot of pantry space. So my boyfriend and I made this kitchen island and we just store some fruits and veggies on here. So we have some baskets, and then here I have some sweet potatoes, an onion, and I feel like it actually looks really pretty and it just celebrates the food that you do have. And it's easy to keep stock of the inventory that you have so you don't buy more than you need. Yeah, that's a really easy, clean way to visibly celebrate some of your fruits and veggies that you can't fit into your pantry. So that's my kitchen tour in a sense. Those are the things that I use almost every single day and I could not imagine my life without. And I hope you found value from this video. I will link the items down below that I mentioned. And I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any of these things or like what kitchen essentials you can't live without. I would love to know. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.